So this is lab 1, determining the sugar content of a commercial beverage. In this lab, we will be using the relationship between density and percent sugar to determine the percent sugar in a commercial beverage. So there are some pre-lab calculations you're going to do, and I'm going to give you the values to put in the table to use them. So that would be these. So solution 1 is DI water. It has 0 grams sugar. Solution 2 is 10 grams sugar total per 200 mLs. Solution 3 is 20 grams sugar per 200 ml solution. Solution 4 is 30 grams sugar per 200 mLs, and solution 5 is 40 grams per 200 mLs. Okay, so first we want to get the weight of the beaker. So we're going to come over to our balance, take that top off, and then we're going to tare it or zero it without the beaker on it to get the exact weight. Let it sit for a second. Then we're going to place the beaker on it and wait until it stops changing, and then we'll get our recording value that you would put in your second table. So it looks like the weight of this beaker for solution 1 is 39.348 grams. Okay, now we want to transfer 25 mLs of solution 1, or DI water, using a pipette into our little beaker. But we don't want to pipette straight out of the container of the solution because we want to avoid contamination. So we're going to transfer it first into a separate beaker. I'm transferring it into this 400 ml beaker, and then we'll take it from this beaker to this one. So to put that, I'm going to place it in the solution. I think I got enough. Stick your. So I go a little above the red mark, then I let it go, and I try to catch it. And I caught it too late, so we're going to try that again. Okay, and I'm using my pointer finger because I have a little more control. And I want to get the meniscus, too long. Let's take a few tries. Right down to where the meniscus is on the red line. And then I transfer that 25 mLs into my separate beaker. And then I let it all the way out. Tap it a few times on this side. Okay. Now that we have the solution in the beaker, we're going to weigh it together. And this value will also go in your second table. Going to tare it before I go on. And now we weigh them together. So, looks like it's stopped changing. So the weight of the solution with the beaker is 205 grams. And now you repeat this process with the other 4 solutions. There we go. I can still do this.
Just let the tip of the pipette touches the wall. That's what's raining, and we break 30 seconds after it's completely delayed.
Okay. Okay, so then it hits the tip, and then we wait 30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay.
The droplets which stay there is already calculated for, so we don't have to push it out.
Oh, okay. final weight is 54.453 grams of the solution and beaker of solution 2.
Is this solution number 2?
Yes, this is solution number 2.
Perfect.
Now for solution 3.
Do we rinse our
Yes,
pipette every time?
Yes, you rinse out the pipette each time with DI water and regular water just to not have the same solution in there, because each one has a different concentration.
And after rinsing with DI water, do you rinse it once with the solution as well to avoid dilution?
Yes. And then this is right on the red line. There we go. Okay. It's going to take a little longer with the more concentrated solutions. And then once it hits the end or the tip, then we wait 30 seconds. And those extra little drops are accounted for in the calculation. The weight of the solution and the beaker together is 66.565 grams. And this is the bottom.
Which solution is this one?
This is solution 4. So
Number 4, okay.
the 30 grams per 200 milliliter.
Perfect.
Bottom, and I'm going to wait 30 seconds. So now we're going to weigh the solution and the beaker for solution 4. And I had tiered the scale. So the weight of the solution in the beaker for solution 4 is 54.585 grams. So now for solution 5. Final solution, and this one was the 40 grams per 200 mLs. sure the meniscus goes down to the red line. Up. Okay, this one is for solution 5. I'll let it balance again. The weight of the solution in the beaker is 56.613 grams. Okay, so for the third part, we're going to be using carbonated beverages. We have 3 here. We degas these by stirring them overnight in order to get rid of the carbon dioxide, which can alter the weight of the solution and can be released during the reaction, which can alter our densities later on. I'm going to turn off the stirrers. Okay. Yeah, these are little magnetic stirrer beads, and there's a magnet in here. When you turn this on, it stirs a little bean, a little stir,
Right.
and therefore stirs the solution. Okay, so the first carbonated beverage is Mountain Dew. Its total sugars is 62 grams of sugar for every, and there's 473 mLs. So this Kickstart is 20 grams per the 473 mLs.
20 grams of sugar.
20 grams of sugar, yes.
Perfect.
Okay, the third carbonated beverage is Bolt 24, and it has 19 grams of sugar, and the volume is 500 mLs. We actually need to record the mass of just the beaker. So we want to tear the scale, 0 it. So for Mountain Dew, the weight of the beaker, just the beaker, is 29.238 grams. Okay. So now I'm going to go over. Okay. Same process, we're going to use the 25 ml pipette to transfer it to above the line. Oh wow, skill. Okay, so the meniscus is at the red line. I'm going to transfer it into my 50 ml beaker. Okay, that was so 30 seconds after. Okay, now we're going to weigh the Mountain Dew and the beaker together. So we'll tear it. And then, there we go. Okay, so the weight of the Mountain Dew and the beaker together would be 55.390 grams. Should probably have a paper towel with me. Once again, don't do this. Okay, Kickstart is the next one. Same process. So we're gonna first take the mass of just the beaker. So oh, there we go. Kickstart. Okay, so the weight of just the beaker for Kickstart is 39.422 grams. Okay, transfer a separate beaker. Same process. And I did clean the pipette after the last one using the same process of DI water and then the solution. The meniscus is just below. Just there. The meniscus is at the red line. Now I'm going to transfer. Okay, so then it reaches the tip and we wait 30 seconds. Approximately. Now we're going to weigh the Kickstart and the Beaker together. Make sure it's zeroed. We're going to put the Kickstart there. Okay. So the weight of the Kickstart and the Beaker is 64.749 grams. Okay. So removing the bean the correct way, the little stirring rod. So this is, the retriever has been cleaned. You get it out, and then we put it over a beaker, and then we carry it to the sink to clean. Then you clean it. Take the eye water and use the Chem wipe. There we go. Okay, next is bolt 24, the last one. First, before we do any pipetting, we're going to weigh the mass of just the beaker. So for bolt 24, I'm going to tare it, and we place it on the scale. Okay, so the weight of just the beaker for bolt 24 is 40.878 grams. Just above the line, catch it. A little too low. Oh, right there. Perfect. Okay, now we're weighing the weight of the bolt 24 and the mass of the beaker together. So I tared it. Okay, so the weight of the bolt 24 and the beaker together is 66.175 grams.